decisions start with emotion and are made with emotion. They are then justified with logic. And the emotion and the logic are then used to filter, not to collect, but to filter the available facts. There is a case where sometimes facts are used to generate those initial emotions. But my experience, at least, and please feel free to disagree because there are people who have worked at other places than I have, but my experience is that very, very little of the time do the facts actually end up driving the emotions. If you want to begin to engage in persuasive communication, rather than thinking, oh, I'm going to start with facts and figures and logic, what you want to do is learn how to tap in to the emotional part of what's going on inside people. One of the most powerful ways to tap into the emotional part of what's going on with people is to get them involved in whatever decision it is that you're making. I would love to say that I learned this in some fancy organizational behavior class. I did not. I learned this after getting beat up in first grade because I was the smart kid who was raised not to fight back, and I got pounded by the class bully. And I went home and I said to my dad, "Daddy, I was pounded by the class bully." And my dad said, "Oh my God, I'm growing up with a nerd." And then after he said that, he gave me possibly the wisest and maybe only piece of advice he's ever given me, which was, if you want to get a bully on your side, ask them for help. So I went back to school and I went up to the bullies and I said, you beat me up. Could you teach me how to fight? And all of a sudden, they became my ally. And now all of a sudden, if they accept that role, voila, they are the defender of my agenda. I was like, wow, I kind of like this. This is very cool. And what you discover once you make friends with the bullies is they're not such bad people and their motives are not, evil or whatever. They just have their own point of view and their own perspective about things.